Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be conducting an experiment to compare these two bike cleaning products. Stay tuned. So you may be aware of a video up on YouTube posted by Mucoff themselves entitled "Are All Bike Cleaners Equal?" In this video they compared their Mucoff bike cleaner to the MyCycle No More Dirty bike, which is sold in Poundland. Now the price of these two bike cleaners is quite differently. The Mucoff bike cleaner I have here is a 500ml bottle branded as Mucoff Urban. That's sold in places like Wilko, other sort of department stores and Aldi, and it ranges between £4 and £6 for a 500ml bottle. The bottle of No More Dirty bike is sold solely in Poundland as far as I know, and it costs £1 for a litre. Now before we start, I'll explain that the directions for use for both these cleaners is very similar. For the dirty bike, it says to wet down the bike first of all, then spray the bike, leave for 2 to 3 minutes and disturb stubborn grime with a brush or a sponge. The Mucoff, very similar, although the time span is slightly longer, of 3 to 5 minutes. Now in the Mucoff video, they put pieces of aluminium into a tumbler with each of the bike fluids and leave them submerged for set amounts of time. They take samples out which have soaked for 5 minutes, 10 minutes and then after 24 hours. And in their video it shows that the No More Dirty bike seems to discolour the aluminium after just 5 minutes, and over the 24 hours turns the aluminium pieces totally black. Now, is this just scaremongering by the big brand? Today I'm going to find out, and I'm going to recreate that exact same experiment. I've got a couple of tumblers here. I've got 3 pieces of aluminium to go into each, and we're going to time them over the 5 and 10 minutes, and then I'll come back tomorrow after 24 hours and see what the final piece turns out like. Right, so as you can see, I've labelled both of the glasses, and I've got a board ready to put the samples on after the allotted time spans. I'm now going to add the fluids to each glass and add the samples for the test. As you can see, both containers now have cleaning fluid in them, and I'm going to drop the samples in and set a timer. So here we go, got the timer set on my watch. So a little over 2 minutes has just elapsed. On the famous Mucoff video, the dirty bikes seem to have a fizzing effect on the aluminium. So far, this isn't evident on my samples. So as you should see from the timer on the watch, we're coming up to the first 5-minute interval, ready to remove the first samples. And as I said, there's no fizzing or any discolouring so far on either of the cleaning products. I'll now remove the first of each sample. So after the first 5 minutes, absolutely no noticeable tarnishing or discoloration to either of the aluminium samples. I'll wait another 5 minutes and remove the next sample. Right, we're now approaching 9 minutes, 10 minutes coming up, and still no fizzing, no blackening of any of the samples in any of the cleaning products. So I'm now going to remove the samples after 10 minutes of soaking. And as you can see, unlike the Mucoff video where their samples were shades of black after 5 and 10 minutes, absolutely no change whatsoever on these aluminium samples I have. So as you can see from the watch, it is now about 3 minutes past 2 on Saturday the 10th. These samples are still in the containers. I'm going to be leaving them till about 2 o'clock tomorrow, which will be Sunday the 11th. We'll come back to these samples and we'll see if there's any change to them at all. Somehow, I do think that'll be exactly the same, no change. But we'll wait and see tomorrow, and we'll put a conclusion at the end of this video. Right, so here we have it. This is after approximately 3 hours of soaking. As you can see, absolutely no change. There's no fizzing, no blackening of the stuff what's in the dirty bike solution. No discoloration on any of the other samples. This totally proves that the Mucoff video is purely a marketing stunt. And the fact is that no more dirty bike is not corrosive. It's not going to eat away your frame, your aluminium or anything like that, and is safe to use on your bike. Right, it's now Sunday the 11th, just after 2 o'clock, so well over 24 hours since I started this experiment. As you can see, both the fluids show no reaction to the aluminium. Absolutely no discoloration to either. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 24 hours. This proves the Mucoff video is a hoax and a marketing ploy to get you to buy their product rather than the product, which is a fraction of the price. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any comments, please leave them below, and I'll see you in the next one.